Welcome back. I'm Peasant, I'm here with more Loop Hero, and so to catch you up, I've just killed the Chapter 2 boss with, being a bit vague there deliberately, with the Rogue. And I've got the option, of course, to retreat or stay, and these are, actually the Living Fabric is kind of valuable, maybe the Pitiful Remains, but maybe the Silverware. But in general, this is not a collection of loot that I am that inspired by, so I think I am going to stay in the loop and see if I can get some stuff I do want. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we are of course right at the start of the loop, and we've just got this. This is the fresh gear that was been dropped from killing the boss. So probably time to take a look at that. We've got lots of new footwear, and I had so in this run I was having a few problems with my stamina bar. I had maybe too much evasion and attack speed, so I might want to try and cut down maybe on the attack speed or the evade. It's tricky. The thing is, if you do kind of run out of stamina, it then just cuts your attack speed and your evasion. So kind of, I don't know, maybe you just pile it on. Just keep on piling. So yeah, let's first look at our new weapons. So we've got a couple of dirks. We've got one that's got a bit more evasion and the critical damage, and maybe it'd be good to switch into something that's less about attack speed and is more about crits. Oops, just bashing everything around there. But I think a lot of my this sword here is giving me attack speed. Maybe I want to switch that sword out and go for try and go towards crits. So we've only got a 10% crit chance. Maybe you want more crit chance. So that's only a 9% increase in crit chance. And it's a damage increase. So yeah, let's replace that scimitar. Let's replace the scimitar. And then we've got this here, which is just this is a pretty dry weapon. 27 to 41 with a bit of defense in there. So these are both damage increases. This is more evasion and a little bit of counter. And this is extra critical damage. So yeah, we're going to try and move towards crits. We'll see how it goes. This is the first time I've beaten the boss with this character. I think I've mostly been terrible with this character. So that's got evasion and attack speed, but we're more about crits now if we can. This has also got attack speed, but we're losing that 7 magic damage, which I think is really important. The old magic damage. And let's look at our shoes. Okay, so our current shoes have got 24 evasion, which is pretty wild. It's a lot of evasion. Wow, we've got magic damage shoes. Who knew? Who knew such things were possible? Do we have crit chance shoes? Okay, so that's less evasion, but more crit damage, but magic damage and damage to all. Yeah, we're going to try and avoid attack speed, so maybe I just go on that. Okay, so we've upgraded our shoes, and now we've got this armor decision. I mean, it's a big jump in max HP, but that's 7. Oh, the attack speed 27% is, I mean, I know I'm there talking about having less attack speed, but I think that will completely counteract the magic damage we lose. So that looks reasonable. Let's quickly check on this. Crit damage, okay, this is crit damage chance plus 8%. I know that. But our magic HP is completely essential to our survival. So I think we leave that alone. And where are we with our crit chance? We're now up to 19%. Not super high. Truth be known. Okay, these are our towers from the towers that we built. And like with any of these videos, feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer as many of them as I can. And something else to mention is that I am inevitably going to get things wrong and miss things. So I'm just gonna say I'm not really that sorry. Maybe I'll challenge you to do this. Because I'm juggling a lot of factors here. Lots of factors. I'm juggling them all. Could have another battlefield. Oh yeah, that's of course not a blood road. And I'm sure there might be some kind of meadow interaction with the bandits. I'm sure someone mentioned that bandits had something to do with meadows. Oh, and I feel very confident to take on a vampire village that's here with the support of my watchtowers. So we're not running out of space exactly just yet, so I'm not going to worry too much about prioritizing mountains over rocks. We could actually have some vampires in here. I don't know. This is starting to look like it might be a scary fight, and I don't want to make it harder with vampires. We've got a couple of oblivions if we need them. Would be good to at least squeeze out another loop. Try and find some rare resources that I'm not really sure that we're really going to find any rare resources yet. I don't want to make that fight harder. I think we're fine to make these fights over here harder because we've got all the the air support. Because that's where we got another village. So the village, the more villages we have, the more bandits we have. And bandits are dropping this resource that is actually one I want. Oh, not the craft fragment. What is it? It's one of these ones up here, the living fabric. That is a resource I'm after. Ooh, another river. So yeah, a bit annoyed with myself that I blocked this off, but it can't be helped. Well, it could have been helped. It could have been less bad. But the river is going to look pretty good. Oh, we have oblivions. Wait a second, Bazin. We could actually carve a route for the river. That is actually kind of possible. Is it worthwhile? Possibly not. Probably not. Burn Forest doesn't actually get a buff from the river. But I don't really want to go too heavily into attack speed now. Let's have another vampire village here where we get the support from the watchtowers. And then maybe we could have another chrono meadow. So not up here. And the thicket would be good. Thickets are, they're wonderful. And they're only really buffed by rivers. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's sit on that decision because I don't really want too much more attack speed. This grey bar down the bottom is the stamina bar. And that can cause problems when that runs out. Wow, I'm taking some serious damage in this fight. I am this far into the loop and I'm already... Yeah, okay. Not looking so hot, peasant. Not looking so hot. Okay, let's get some more support on this skeleton fight. And maybe we could do with a bit more max HP. And I'm wondering, am I going to carve through here and bring the river around there? Probably not. Probably not, but maybe. Let's have a square of kind of rocks and mountains up here. And then we could have some meadows. Some meadows in anticipation of crystals. So maybe we could put a meadow here and a meadow here. We definitely want burning forests. Burning forests are best forests. Oh, more river. The only disappointment... Well, it's not disappointing exactly, but it looks like the river doesn't buff burning forests. And then we're going to have... Yeah, this is for future crystals. And the thicket... it just seems like so much oblivioning to really get anywhere with that idea. Ooh. Okay, we did get ourselves an Orb of Evolution. Wow, we've got so much loot off that fight. So much stuff. Okay, keep the river going. Crystals for these meadows down here would be good. And outposts for the hard fight. I don't know how hard these fights are going to be. They do look kind of worrying. Let's have an outpost for this vampire fight here. Let's fill that in. Let's get a bit more max HP. Let's have a burning forest. We might bring the river down here, so I'm going to try and avoid putting things over there if I can. So we'll have the burning forest down there. And the cocoons are great. We enjoy them. So maybe add some in here. Okay, a treasury. Wow. Second treasury of the game. Not many places to put them now. I mean, we're gonna... Well, we might even be able to run a river past this if we're really lucky. Let's put it in here for the, the outside chance that we can run a river down here. And we'll put the thicket over... If we run the river, it'd be something like destroying this mountain. Oh, we could even try running the river past this storm temple to see if that has any effect. So we'll try and run the river down in this direction. So we'll put the thicket here so that it's next to this river that's probably never going to be built. Let's let's not do that just yet. Wait till we get the rivers. Have another thicket. And oh, there's another thicket. And excellent. So skeletons, but with the guards helping. More rivers. Take them. Ooh, lovely. And this is why I love that card sharp perk or trait. Just it just feels nice to get that. I feel like I'm winning at life when I'm getting those extra cards. And that's all a game is, really. It's just a winning at life simulator. Can't win in real life? Well, play a game. Win at that. Pickpocket. 50% chance to steal a resource shard from an enemy while parrying. Okay. So I think parrying they might be talking about counter, maybe? Old Scars. Max HP is increased by 1 for each trophy you have. And then extra heals on kills. 3 HP is that's not a lot of kills. Steal a resource. I mean, I've not had this before, or this. And I don't know if this is retroactive. I think there is some lack of clarity on some of these traits. So currently I've got 33 trophies. Is my max HP going to go up by 33? That doesn't feel worthwhile. Let's go with this one. We don't really have any counter either. Okay. Okay, let's go with Old Scars and we'll see how much max HP we've got. So apparently we've got plus 1170. We still have 1170. Oh, it's going to keep on going up for every trinket. That's actually amazing. Okay. There's no, it's not complicated, peasant. That's just really good. Let's put this up here. Maybe we'll keep these rocks potentially for this treasury. Ooh, rough fight. And there's a forest we can set on fire. Like the world-saving people we are. That's a good fire forest. Where are the other ones? Lots of places we can put them. Okay, let's put there. Another one. Thanks. Thanks, game. These guys drop... The clocks kind of drop pretty garbage stuff, generally, but they drop a lot of it, so that's going to really be bumping up my max HP. Okay. Don't know what that noise meant. Crystals for... Yeah, let's keep on with... we could actually have kind of some meadows down here. So this is a good line for fire. Sorry, for forest. Actually, it's not a good line for forest because you can't put forest by the road. Okay. Okay, that was good. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I think that trait's really good. I think it is. Because it's every single time I gain one of those items, I gain extra max HP. That seems very, very good. Especially as I've got so many kind of cheap enemies that drop stuff for me. Okay. Not so hopeless after all. So we are going to try and bring the river down here. Maybe via the Storm Temple. But, okay, another outpost. This here is kind of a rough fight. I'm saving my Oblivions for that potential... Actually, no, we're fine. We've got support for that fight. We've got support. We've just got support everywhere. Let's have one of these guys up here. And meadows. Okay, that's a crystal meadow. Another crystal meadow. And a thicket. We could just go put a thicket here to buff these meadows here. Vampire Mansion for... Is that... This fight doesn't seem that bad. Maybe I could just add some... Spruce the place up with some vampires. And it's weird not constantly gaining items. Not complaining though. It slightly allays my missing stuff fears. Okay, let's set this forest on fire if we can. And yeah, maybe we have too much attack speed, and we just want to have this as a on fire. Actually, I mean, I think that might be a reasonable. Oh wow, I've actually run out of slots apart from on our future river. Okay, we're not setting this one on fire then. Oh, we are. We can set it on fire up here. We've got given it again. Okay, there's another village, and. If we so this is our area that's just really good for us to have fights, but we filled it with filled it with villages. We could have put a village next to the outpost, maybe. See if there's any interaction there. Another outpost. It feels like things are simultaneously going well and poorly. All right, let's make this can be a 3x3 of mountains. I know that it's not going to make another big harpy mountain, and I know that's also behind my face, but it is what it is. But it won't be anything very exciting, I assure you. Just be a communal garden, little face mountain. Let's go with the river there. Wow, I've got all of these shipwrecks. Could be dangerous. Let's put an outpost. We probably don't need this many outposts. Is the truth. Maybe we hang on to that. The cocoon though is getting us more cards. And more cards. That's what we want. Okay. Yeah, this is reasonable. Actually, let's put that there. Okay, gargoyles are kind of scary. Turns out. Well, okay. Maybe they're not so scary. In the river, look at all these shipwrecks. Probably me that's gonna get wrecked. See what I did there? See what I did? So we do have the potential to bring the river down here. Marvellous. And we're about halfway through this loop. Got some mountains as well. And some more rivers. And yeah, it would be interesting to see if there's any interaction here. Let's have some more mountains. And behind my head, I'm just going with alternating rocks and mountains in a kind of checkerboard pattern. And what happens if we have adjacent outposts? Oh, that's not an outpost, you peanut. And we have the oblivions there to make space for a river. Maybe we should put out some more of these skeletons. Thing is, we're not so ahead of the curve that I feel like I want to throw skeletons out there. You know, me and skeletons have got a long and difficult history. Them just kind of wrecking me over and over again in the demo. Okay. Okay, less nice fight. Okay, a sturdy stool. Lovely. A bit more comfortable and easier to carry than a simple log. Also looks a bit nicer. Can help you reach the top shelf if such a need arises. Plus 0.2 HP regeneration per second if player already has regeneration. Wow, okay. And that's a whole area that I've not really explored, is the crafting, really building around items. Okay, let's have a river. And I think we established that there's nothing else to set on fire. Yeah. So, well, I might hang on to it then for now. Let's keep building this the face mountain, and then cemeteries. Oh yeah, I can't actually. I think you get more interesting skeleton fights when you have them adjacent to each other. I think maybe you get higher level fights. That's just an anecdotal thing. I don't know if that's true. On the scale of knowing what the hell's going on, that's not very high. That's another village, but we're not going to get outpost support on that. So let's put a village there for a potential outpost support. And lovely, get that river going. And wow, maybe it's going to happen. Let's put a thicket here in anticipation. And let's get the map's getting awfully crowded now. I don't think we've got any other good burning spots. I mean, we could maybe set up a line of trees that we could set fire to. For example, the river's not coming down here. We could just start putting a load of trees in a line here in case we get another storm temple. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, more Ent villages. Lots of Ents about. Though I don't think they're actually called Ents. Wooden warriors. Okay. The river dream is real. Mountain down here for behind Head Mountain. And this is just a setup for our storm temple here, so we'll just, if we ever get it. And let's have some more spiders. There's spiders everywhere. Spider Central. Let's just do that. So probably the river isn't going to go that much further, but we might get to see what happens if a river's next to a observatory. Count's chair. Although this chair's previous owner was a vampire, it is decorated with a surprisingly high number of wooden stakes. It still has a trace of life-absorbing aura, plus 1% to vampirism if you already have it. Nice. Okay, so we'll put a... as these are going to be next to a river, I don't want them to burn, so I'm going to block this space off, and then hopefully I'm going to put a storm temple in there. And the river has actually kind of got where it was going to, so let's make sure this actually works out. We want to bring the river down here, adjacent to the storm temple, so past the storm temple and past here. So I think it's better to... Have we had a river next to spiders yet? Yeah, that's actually better. So I'm going to do the oblivioning now, so that I kind of, keep, so that I do it right, hopefully. Okay, let's, we could put a cemetery on here. It's that thing of, with this game, you've got a few things you've got to concentrate on and focus on at once. And that's, so it's like, okay, I know that with this character I'm not gaining loot at least, but I'm kind of like trying to look around and I'm trying to spot to see if something new has happened that I've not seen before. Oh yeah, let's put this in with some crystals if we can. We could just stick it down there. I think that's also fine. But maybe the river could come down here. I think this is a good spot. We're doing fine for max HP. Maybe we just leave the rocks alone now. Maybe this could go there. And we're not anywhere near our resource caps for most things. There's a treasury. That's not going to be much good to anyone. It'd be very... Yeah, nowhere I can put that. And we could run away now with all of our loot if we wanted. Marginally tempting, but not that tempting. So let's have a meadow. I suppose this has got a chance of having a crystal on it, so we'll put it down there. Okay, wow, that's that's an influx of loot. Lots of new necklaces. Lots and lots of new necklaces. And some new weapons. So let's... only a couple of new pairs of shoes. I suppose I probably should kind of be comparing them all as in one lot. So these are big... They're 2 levels higher. 35 to 52 damage. And extra crit chance. And crit damage. But that's actually... That's weirdly weaker than my Dirk, kind of. Is it? Oh, it's got damage to all on there. Okay, 38 to 57 is a pretty big damage increase. It's got magic damage and defense and critical damage 20%. But really what I want are crit chances. So we've only got one piece of armor. That's going to add crit chance at the cost of attack speed. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And shoe options here. A slight evasion buff, crit damage. I think crit chance is our friend here, really. Magic damage 13. Yes. I think so. What am I losing for that? Bit of damage to all. I think damage to all is fine. A little bit of evasion. I think that's fine. Okay, so we've upgraded our shoes. We've now got to think about amulets and these swords. So I really want crit chance. So maybe the dirk, I could replace the dirk with one of these that offers crit chance. Plus 7% crit chance. And a decent increase in damage. And a bit of damage to all. But losing evasion. It is kind of, yeah, hard to necessarily figure out how this all works. We could just go for the one that's more damage. We lose a bit of evasion. I feel like our evasion is absolutely key to survival here. And part of me is just worried that I'm going to get wrecked by the... Oh, the other option is to maybe go with loads of magic HP. Let's have a look at these options here. So currently I'm getting 160 magic HP, 2 magic damage, 7% speed, 6% evasion. So we can get our crit chance up and keep our magic damage. We're only going to lose 6% evasion if we just skip evasion altogether. This one here has an evasion bonus, so our evasion will stay the same. I think we have to take one of these just for the extra magic HP. Okay, so I want crit chance really out of anything. Okay, that's plus 10% crit chance. So that's going to take my crit chance up to 40. That feels pretty good. It's also got defense and a bit of magic damage. I think that's the one for me. This one's a plus 8%, but it's... and it has evasion. But defense is pretty good as well. I think we just go with the chance option here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And this does add chance. So we could take our crit damage chance up to roughly 50%, which does seem good. At the cost of 7% evasion. But our DPS should be going through the roof now. Alright, so I think that's the upgrades. And we do, of course, have the magic shields now. Sorry, the, what's it called? Magic HP. To kind of soften the blow a little bit. Oops, forgot to pause. Okay, we'll take the river down here. Actually have a space. Oh no, that's not a space. That's for our future storm temple. I can go in there. And so we have our river route. I probably will get rid of that. Forest just isn't as good as a thicket for our purposes. Okay, there's the storm temple I was hoping for. And yeah, so we're gonna get a load more magic damage. Look at that. That's pretty dramatic. Okay, and chrono crystals, we've got use for chrono crystals. That's most of the route actually covered with chrono crystals now. And a battlefield. We are somewhat running out of battlefield slots. And we're past the start of the loop. It doesn't really matter where I put this. Well, wonder if there are any interactions we haven't essentially seen yet. Battlefield next to the outpost, maybe? I don't think I can actually make that happen. Oh yeah, I can. I got it back. Okay. Get ourselves some blood roads. And... yeah, let's just go with another meadow down there, and we're getting full. So we just have space for rivers, something can go there. We could just have a vampire match there, but I actually prefer. I think at this point it's saving things like same things like, and then he just forgets what he's talking about. All right. A meadow there. Chrono crystals. We should be able to put a meadow in there. Actually, these goblin camps are some of the scarier things that we have to deal with. Yeah, I think we just leave that stuff as it is, and we seem to be doing okay. Oh, okay, and there's our siren. We have a kind of ungodly amount of damage, and those guards are super handy. Very pleased to have them on the team. I mean, I'm still using my magic HP for most of the fight. In fact, the entire fight there. Yeah, I really don't want to make that fight harder. Because I'm just killing things before they can even touch me. And anywhere else for meadows? Let's just put a meadow in there. And hero attack speed? I mean, why not? Why not? It doesn't seem like we're having any stamina problems either. That's another thicket. We've got ourselves a miner's pick. +1 pebble. Lovely. Okay. Feel bad killing all these tree dudes. Dude, I love tree dudes. They're my favourite dudes. Okay. Okay, so we might see some interactions here. Let's hope. And I mean, we've got enough. We're getting enough cards at this point. Yeah. We're looking at a good spot to fill the map, and I don't know if that's going to have a different reward on Chapter 2 than it does on Chapter 1. I think on Chapter 1 that might be what unlocks one of the towers. Actually, yeah, let's just fill it in. Let's just fill it in with gravel. Put that in there. Don't want to buff that fight. They can have a vampire. Spiders can have a vampire as well. Oh, we've got another one. So yeah, I'm not going to vampire in there. No way. And then we've just got these spaces here. I think I'd rather actually buff a thicket or a meadow than this mountain. And I can always fill all this in if it starts looking really sketchy. Yeah, let's just put the thicket in now. And I don't know. Yeah, let's just put it in. So loop 9. We're loop 9 and we're not taking a lot of our own damage. Our magic shield is just doing everything for us. Almost makes me think I want to go with a bigger magic shield, but I think the crit damage is what's really taking this to the next level. But I mean, we're still, we've still got to be careful. Well, I mean, as careful as you can be in an auto battler. I guess in my case it's like, be careful not to misclick. Yeah, like these longer fights are a little bit more scary. Oh, loads of spaces on the road though. That's going to be the real obstacle to filling the map is road stuff. We're only at our resource cap on one thing. Okay, there's another spider. I think we've got one final spider space. And now we're just looking for things to go on the road, basically, and these rivers here. I mean, we've got a lot of magic damage, so I'm optimistic that if we're placing skeletons on the road, that it won't be the end of the day. The end of the day? End of the world. So we could take this for a load of oblivions. This will wipe out my hand. Every 10% of lost HP gives you 0.5% chance to instantly deal. 10% of lost HP is a lot. I don't know if that's going to affect my magic HP. After losing 20% of max P in battle, the hero will evade all attacks for 2 seconds. I mean, that... I think this one's more likely to be useful, because we're doing a lot of damage here. That's predominantly what we're doing. And it doesn't look like the smoke is kind of triggering on damage to my magic shield. Okay, so we do have a river adjacent to a storm temple. Looks like no interaction. I didn't really expect there to be an interaction, but but if you don't check, you don't know. So yeah, we'll see if there's a treasury interaction. Some interactions are diagonal, some are orthogonal. And there is something to stick on our road. Wow, that's a lot of skeleton fights there. We could put it here. Yeah, like fights like this, I think 2 seconds of amnesty from damage are going to be pretty handy. Do we actually have anywhere to put crystal anymore? No, no crystal spots. So literally just roads and these rivers, and that's it. Outside of clearing space with Oblivion. Okay, thicket. And we are going to get a lot of loot when we get to the end of the loop. And it feels like it's kind of under control. Okay, there's a river that we want. So... okay, so no obvious interaction with that just yet. Storm Temple. No spaces. No Oblivion to make spaces either. So yeah, we're kind of in the lap of the gods for a while. Yeah, I feel good about smoke with this particular setup we've got here. I feel good about that. Antique shelf, lovely. Its contents are protected from dust and mush by a layer of glass. But you can still look. This piece of furniture has seen better days, so you better not use it too often. Okay. Okay, so let's see what loot we got from the treasury. That is some underwhelming loot. I guess... yeah, that is underwhelming loot. Okay, village, that's good. We can shove that on the road. And... where are our options? We could have a vampire village that's with a bit of spider support. That sounds reasonable. Yeah, let's do it. I just don't feel too worried about vampire villages now. Q instantly dying to a vampire village. So it looks like the crits are a good way to go with this with this class. Because I was kind of they just felt too random. But obviously, if you can get up to 56% crit chance, you know, then that's, you know, you're getting out of, you know, just being lucky all the time to win. Sort of a skeleton here. Oh, another one, lovely. Blacksmith's hammer. That fight was over very quickly. I love these towers as well. They feel good. I don't think anything that decreases my magic XP is going to be a good idea, unless it's something truly incredible. Okay. Right, we have been blessed with new things. Okay, we have new armor. So, what's our evasion at? Our evasion is currently only 12%. We're just relying on sheer damage. So our current armor is giving us crit chance, but it's only 9%. But I think the higher our crit chance, the better. So I'm none likely to take something that's going to reduce my crit chance, and that would be any of these. So I think I'm sticking with my old armor. Okay, so that's the armor looked at. Now we've got one amulet. That again would be reducing our crit chance, but for what? Slightly more magic HP, a bit of magic damage. But crit chance is everything. So yeah, I'm not going to take that either. Then we've got some weapons to look at. These should be straight upgrades, let's see. So all of our weapons are currently offering crit damage chance of 7 or 9%. This is less crit damage chance on a only slight damage buff. But this is also offering evasion. Not too worried about crit damage, because crit damage is so high anyway. Don't know if that makes sense. This is not offering me crit chance, so the axe can go. 37 to 55 is a damage boost, but we're going for crits here, so maybe... And this is going to decrease my crit chance, so I think we keep the stuff we have. Yeah, because we're all about crits. That's what we're doing here. And where am I? Over here. So loop 10. I think this is the furthest I've got in chapter 2 for raw loops. And the river has kind of got where it's going unless we get oblivions. We're getting a lot of stuff here. Okay, let's put a village out somewhere. We're actually kind of at full health-ish. I mean, I could just get wrecked at any moment, but do I have things I like? I mean, I like having these orbs of evolution, and I'm prepared to spend skulls to get them, because I think if I needed to, I could probably go back and farm the Chapter 1 Lich fairly easily now. Or I'd hope so, anyway. All this new stuff I have, this new technologies. See if these guys wreck any of my nice gear. I hope not. Okay, looks like they didn't. And yet, so the only things are road placements now. Just the old road placements. The siren there. Wow, God got taken out. Wonder if I'm going to get my smoke out here. Ghosts of Ghosts showing up. Okay, so the smoke has just come out, so I've just had a brief amnesty from taking damage. But that's I think we're still okay. These guys, yeah, they are my bogeymen. And still, yeah, we haven't gained anything we can place now, so no reason to pause and stop. An Oblivion, okay, so now we do have options. And this might be our last loop. So, we have an Oblivion. What do we want to do with it? We could extend the river. Well, I'm not sure the value of that. Do we have any really highly valuable... I mean, doubling the river is a bit more attack speed. The river does nothing for burned forests. We could maybe install a chrono crystal. I don't think there's anything that's that important here. Actually, as it happens. I don't really want to lose any magic damage. Okay, I don't think there's anything urgent to do. So I think maybe... Okay, now that's something worth having. Let's get the battlefield. Let's clear a space for a battlefield with that Oblivion. That does seem worthwhile. So, we've also got a village. Village we can place. Let's have a village down here. And then we'll put a battlefield somewhere. Well, I've only got 2 battlefields. That's kind of weird. Battlefields will help us with our road issue. As in, help us fill some space on the road. We've got a few spaces. Damn it, I've lost track of them. I think there was some up here somewhere. Oh, that's what, yeah, wasteland. So a battlefield could help with that problem. Oh, and the other thing is we could just get rid of a goblin camp because they are, yeah. So actually, when the day switches over, we'll get rid of the goblin camp, and then. Oh, okay, we might not have the Oblivion by then. I'm going to use the Oblivion now, just because I think we were about to lose it. And we now have another Oblivion, because we're just gaining so many cards now. Yeah, we'll hang on to it for now. No kind of absolutely critical stuff to get, I don't think. Another battlefield. Yeah, we'll have that. Oh, and that's the thing, is we wanted to kind of place it around here. We don't need this many cocoons, do we? Maybe we do. That crystal wants to stay. Let's remove this cocoon. Let's remove that cocoon with the Oblivion. Put in a battlefield. And then maybe next we'll put in a battlefield over here. I'm looking to see if filling in the map makes a difference on Chapter 2. Ooh, we're actually taking some real damage now. Real damage. And where am I? Here. These fights are relatively easy compared to what I've been through. You don't know how I've suffered. But crikey, it's just so fast. What's even happening? Fighting these ghosts, stunning me. Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of these orbs. I'm very happy with my haul here. Nothing to put on the road. Hopefully a relatively easy fight now. So, we actually kind of heal in easy fights for the most part, because we do have that little bit of vampirism, and we do horrifying amounts of damage. But we actually don't have any kind of friendly villages. Okay, that can go on the road behind us. So we've got 4 more spaces on the road. I'm actually gonna put this behind me just for safety's sake. I think if it's not inhabited, I will gain a little scrap of metal or something. Just check these aren't new. Yeah, these are the same ones, the old ones. But I'm not short on scraps of metal, so I'm not gonna mess around. Okay, hopefully should be pushovers. And yeah, we're doing so much damage that the vampirism is it's only 5% vampirism, but it's making a slight difference. Okay, thicket. Nothing to go on the road. Okay. Tough crowd. Actually, not so tough crowd, turns out. Ooh, we've got ourselves Orb of Craft. So this is one of the ones that's rare and hard to come by. So happy with that as well. River? Rock? No. No, thank you. The thing is, I'm so fast that maybe... Oh, wait a second. Cracked skeleton. Well, I don't know where that's come from. Slightly different art. Less max HP, less damage. I guess it's just a weaker skeleton. Okay, there's another cemetery. So we're getting towards full placement here. Yeah, my feelings about this run are kind of shifting around. It's really interesting with the road, because you don't gain any drops in the middle of the run. So I'm I'm probably almost certainly going to be dying and using skulls, because I'm not going to be able to just improve my situation. And I think I want to push it as far as I can. Okay, that was a bit of loot we gained. And it's at the cost of max HP, which we're fine for max HP. We really don't care about max HP anymore. We do still care about our crit chance, though. Okay, nothing on the road there. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Regular skeleton. So I wonder what made that skeleton cracked. I'm not sure what that clinking sound was either. Ghost of a ghost. Good to see you. Is that how the... Maybe that's how that's happening. Oh, that was a very brief appearance by dark matter. Sorry, primal matter. And we're approaching completion. One more road thing and we will have completed the map. So we'll see if we get a Chapter 2 bonus for that. I hope so. You'd love to see it. And yep, nothing for there. Just quickly do a sanity check. Yeah, just one more. And well, we're surviving. Oh, they just okay. They just destroyed my armor, the thieves. So let's quickly replace it. We like crit chance. Max HP we actually don't care about as much, maybe. Magic damage, counter evasion, attack speed as well. I don't think we care too much about. Evasion plus 10%. I mean, that's a lot of extra evasion, and that's a lot of extra. Crikey. Yeah, let's go with the max evasion. Blimmin' bandit, destroying my items. Worked hard to get these items. Okay. And where am I now? So I'm nearly at the loop. I might even just be able to just walk away from this one. But I really want to finish this, fill in the map. That's my objective now. Elite zombie. And the thing is, we are going to level up in quite a big way when we get to the next loop. I'm just going to do that so I don't accidentally walk past. Yeah, nothing to go on the floor, on the road even. Oh yeah, we've got the air support here. Okay, we managed to keep all our gear. Okay. So, do I retreat or do I stay? I should get a load of new loot when I stay. I've got skulls. I can keep going. I'm at full health. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. But probably with the expectation that I will die. What the hell's that? I've never seen these boots before. Boots of such splendor and magnificence. So my current boots actually don't give me crit chance. So what's even the point in them? That's plus 19% evasion, which is pretty good. Plus crit damage 17%. What about these other ones? Attack speed. Magic damage, damage to all. Not sure. Not sure. Okay, let's turn our attention to our potential new weapons. 45 to 67 looks like a huge buff. We could take a slight decrease in crit chance, but we're gaining magic damage. Magic damage currently is 41. I think this is definitely one to pick. Crit damage chance plus 7, so we'll replace the Qatar. I think we keep this, even though it actually isn't so much less damage. This is, yeah, I think we keep those things. And then we've got our amulets to consider. So we've got more magic HP. I can get behind that. And less chance. This is okay. This is just better. This is just a better version of the same thing, as far as I can tell. We're trading a little bit of defense, but that's all right. And then the shoe question. Whoever knew it was so hard to choose shoes? I'm not really doing much countering. I don't want to have evasion and counter particularly. Maybe that'll be what I do to. Maybe that'll be how I decide. I actually think my existing shoes are better. They've got magic damage 13, and I think against these kind of late loop enemies, that's really significant. Okay. Okay, when we're looking for stuff to one last thing to go on the road. We've got ourselves a dinner table. Despite its name, you can also have breakfast and lunch on it. It should be cleared after every meal, or at least by the end of the day. Let's actually do. +1 times loop HP for passing the campfire. All sorts of possible build ideas are kind of sitting, you know, are there. Okay. Still nothing to go on the road. Still, we're looking all right. Is it me, or has the combat actually just sped up in general? I mean, I know I've got a lot of attack speed, but is everyone just attacking more quickly? Maybe there is a slight time, a slight kind of time warp depending on what loop you're on. Interesting. It could just be that the excitement, the adrenaline in my system catching up with me. And yeah, we're doing some real farming here. And not really gaining anything I can use. Okay, there's an Oblivion. That gives us potential decisions to make. So we could Oblivion to get a small benefit in a small amount of extra attack speed. We could use an Oblivion to gain some more stuff from the Treasury. Let's do that. It's an old trick, one of the best. So yeah, let's with Oblivion this old trick, so if it still works. Look at that. That was not very impressive, was it? That was not a good use of an Oblivion either. I'm sure that trick used to be more impressive. Actually, isn't there another? There was a bit of not an urban legend, but the idea that if you Oblivion an empty Treasury, you got kind of the good stuff. But I think that did just prove to not be true, unfortunately. But then we don't know. There's a lot of things we just can't know for turn. Okay, there's our thing to put on the road. Got ourselves a village. There he is, the old cracked skeleton. And now we have an extra village. So we have filled in the route. Okay. So so it looks like no extra consequence of filling in the route. Okay, what have we got here? Master of Fencing, 10% chance to simultaneously attack 2 targets, 5% chance for chests to spawn on top of a killed enemy, or fighting against 3 or more enemies will grant you an additional trophy. Now the trophies are giving me extra max HP, which is interesting. This is going to make me better at fighting. It's only a 10% chance. I mean, I know I've got a lot of attacks, so I guess it's more likely. An additional trophy is going to buff my max HP. And it's going to mean more trophies. Or Treasure Hunter. I think we're killing so many enemies that I think Treasure Hunter's the one here. I think that's right. Yeah, so we don't really have any tiles we can place now. Except when the Oblivion shows up, and it has shown up. And what would we want to Oblivion now? So we did have people asking about Oblivioning rivers. You just can't, okay? So, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could have more outposts potentially, more chrono crystals. We could try it. What happens if we have 3 outposts in a row? Oh, I can't put an outpost there. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. So I guess we're just going to see where we get to now. I mean... yeah, because I can't play stuff. I'm not really gaining any items mid-run. I'm pretty sure I have the stuff that I want to have. So I think we are now farmers. I mean, yeah. Okay. would be nice to get more of these gold resources. You know, there's lots of things that would be nice to get. Oh, there's a battlefield. So that is something I would like to put in, but I've wasted my oblivion on science that makes no sense. So yeah, if we do get the oblivion, I'll probably make more battlefields happen. Okay, we're taking some serious damage now. But the magic shield, my favourite. So we're actually okay. So we're at our resource cap on a few things here. I think they're mostly the things we're at our cap on are things we have loads of anyway. Oh, did we actually just get something there? We got some shoes. So these are shoes that give me evasion. They give me more evasion, more attack speed, but I lose that crucial magic damage. So I think yeah, we're pretty stacked with that magic damage. I think it means that a lot of the time we're just one-shotting enemies. Not all the time, but a lot. Or two-shotting. Okay, looks like skeletons sometimes become cracked skeletons. Oh, may resurrect as a shattered skeleton after being killed. A 50% chance, okay. Could just read the card, peasant. It's this revolutionary technology called reading the thing in front of you. So you see here my stamina bar is very low. So I'm not sure what I can do to address that particularly. There's a lovely storm temple. Yeah. So we're actually approaching the end of another loop here. We did just get a little bit of loot. And now the question is, do I keep on going? I've got all this stuff and I can keep all of it, but I seem to be getting more of the rare resources the deeper I go in. I'm at 5 out of 6. I've just healed. I'm about to get a load of loot. I'm going to stay and I'm prepared to spend my skulls for all this. So let's see what we get. Right. So we've got loads of new stuff to look at. We've got new shoes to look at. We've got weapons to look at. I think that's just a relatively old weapon. And then we've got these amulets and new armor. Okay, so crit damage chance 11%. So this is going to increase my crit damage chance. That feels pretty useful. At the cost of evasion. Now we actually don't do that much evasion. And this is attack speed as well. I like that. Let's have a quick look at the other armor. Attack speed 14, magic damage 15. Wow. So crit chance or magic or just straight magic damage. I think actually we're getting to the point now where we're doing so much damage that speed is just great. Okay, so that's our armor decision. And then we've got amulet choices. So critical damage plus 14, evasion bonus. So all of these are going to lose some of our crit chance. Our crit chance is currently 58%. Our evasion's a little bit low. I'm not really into countering because it's going to burn precious stamina. I mean, the only thing that's making me think is maybe just the extra magic HP. But I actually don't think it's worth it. Oh, no, I don't think so. I think this is just better for us. And then we've got weapons to look at. So neither of the... Okay, this one has a 5% crit damage chance, which is lower. I think this is an old weapon. Let's look at this one. 48 to 72. That's a huge increase in damage. And it has magic damage on top. And it has attack speed. Okay, I think that is a keeper. Let's replace the one that's significantly lower level. But actually that one does more damage than the higher level one. Yeah, let's just replace the one that does the least damage, which is... Oh, okay, I was getting confused. Not for the... Oh, it's because they're the same graphic. Okay. And then we've got footwear choices. Okay, that's a crit damage chance of 10%. I think I'm almost certainly going to take that. And that's a 6% with more damage. I think that's what we go for. We might have too much attack speed now. Plus 149. So we may run into stamina problems. Well, I guess we'll find out. But if we can kill things before they hit us, then that's pretty nice. I think that was some fairly rubbish loot that just dropped. And here's the other thing. We can even just stop bothering with evasion. I mean, we're not really heavily into evasion anyway. But maybe we could quit the evasion game and just go with being so fast out of the gate that it doesn't really matter what my opponents think they're doing. I mean, we're just melting through them like butter. Oh, was there something there that I thought this was a? Oh, I'm somewhat confused now. Let's put that in there. Yeah, we're kind of. Oh wow, this. What's happening? Why am I taking so much damage here? Okay, so I did my smoke evade there. I've got an oblivion that I can use to. Oh, what's that? It's all happening so fast. So that was a rough fight, the one I just did, and that was a fight with an ally. So maybe I want more outposts. We've actually got an oblivion. Maybe the shipwreck with the cemetery is a bit too much. So we could get rid of a shipwreck. We haven't actually destroyed a shipwreck before. Didn't see anything obvious happening, but yeah, hard to. I wonder if these guys are going to get involved with the shipwreck fight because they're kind of no, because they're not going to do that. And what's this? More outposts. Yeah, the trait that's giving me extra max HP for all my treasures that I'm gaining is kind of amazing. I think it's amazing. Ooh. Okay, but we are almost in AFK mode. I feel like. I think that's partly the deal with this holding down on here is that you can just kind of go and walk away, but I'm not going to do that. Ghost for Ghost actually seems kind of scary, huh? Okay, another Oblivion. We need more healing, so if we are going to tweak anything, it's going to be our healing access. I mean, we could try and kink the river down this way to kind of... We would be losing burned forests to do so. I think more healing is good. Let's bring the river. Oops, let's bring the river down. Oh, we need another Oblivion. Don't know if these adjustments are going to make much difference, but you know, got to try. Okay, we're getting got some pretty cool stuff here, and we have elite skeleton. It's kind of scary. Ooh, what the hell's all that? Okay, Orb of Afterlife. We've got loads of those now. And I guess that's the thing, is if you had a whole ton of Oblivions, at this point you could maybe kind of completely reshape the world. Or, well, okay, so a whole ton of Oblivions or a whole ton of Patience. You could kind of completely reshape everything and really take your time. Okay. So we've got I feel like mostly we're doing okay. Okay, got ourselves a Count's chair. Oh, did we just get some new shoes? Did they just sneak upon us? No, we like our crit shoes. So 151% attack speed. Does feel pretty fast. Another Jeweler's Magnifying Glass. Yeah, you just get better loot on later loops, which is unsurprising. Using it to get more cool stuff later on. Big fan of those guards, though. They're really helping me out under trying circumstances. Okay, we're into Skeleton Corner. Now, I remember people saying that there was some kind of buff that skeletons get for being adjacent to other cemeteries. But I never really saw any evidence of that. I'm not saying people were lying, but I'm, just never really experienced that for myself. I mean, that might be the case. Alright. But we are kind of shredding through these guys. Shred, shred, shred. And, well, yeah, this is looking pretty decent, isn't it? It's looking pretty decent. We're still gaining the crucial resources, the ones we're really limited on. So I think we keep going. And now we've got to think about all this lot again. So let's compare shoes first. So we've got pretty nice shoes. These are actually an improvement. They've got the thing I care about most, which is crit damage chance. Actually, they're very similar. They're a very, very similar pair of shoes. Then we've got these, but they're going to remove crit chance, so we're not interested. And then we've got these weapons, and again, crit chance is our main jam, so I'm not interested in them either. We have a couple of I nearly said omelets there. So they're going to lower our crit damage chance, but 348 magic HP is pretty good, and a bit of evasion. But I think I stick to my guns here. It'd be very, very critical. Yeah, we're getting some serious rare resources here. I mean, yeah, we will die trying, almost certainly, but... Yeah, we're waiting for the Oblivion now. Okay, elite Ents. It's kind of a serious fight. Okay, we went smoky. We took enough damage that we had to... I'm going smoky again. And yet, no reason to pause. Yeah, so, okay, these Ents are giving us these crucial rare resources that are farmable in the demo, but an absolute an RNG nightmare to get. Well, not an RNG nightmare, but, they don't necessarily show up when you want them to. Okay, looks like I've been gunked or something. So yeah, I think I'm just going to press as hard as I can here. That's going brutal. And where are we with our skill level? With our it's going to be a while till we get another trait. It's going to be a while. Okay. Wow, the attack speed. I don't think I've had attack speed this high ever, actually. I've known that it was a thing you could do, but I've not done it. Yeah, we're getting those lovely rare resources. And new pair of shoes. An inferior pair of shoes. No Oblivions showing up. And yeah, fighting these wooden warriors, I think, is where we're getting these Orb of Crafts from. And yeah, we are at max on a few things now. So maybe... So now that I've beaten the boss with the rogue and I've beaten the boss with the necromancer, I should next I'll probably try and beat the boss with the warrior. And then maybe I'm looking more at kind of farming type things. But yeah, will I make it to another loop? Maybe. No oblivions there that I can see. And yeah, okay, we're getting in some trouble now. But these resources are so rare from my point of view compared to skulls that I am more than happy to spend skulls to keep them. Almost killing these guys too fast. I don't think that's really how it works. Don't really think that's even worth checking, but... Okay. Yeah, so we're limping to the finish line. Will we get there? I don't know. I guess it depends. We've only got 24% evasion, so there's going to be quite a lot of luck involved in our ability to get there. Oh, I thought he destroyed a bit of my kit, which is why I paused there. Okay, so yeah, I am getting fatigued. Ourselves a brass candlestick, which is a bit of a problem. Because once I run out of stamina, I'm just a much feebler individual. Okay, well we've made it to there. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff. What do I do here? Keep going. I think I keep going and be prepared to spend skulls. Okay, crikey, the old apparel decision once more. So we must be looking at being able to upgrade my weapon. But actually, the scimitar doesn't actually have crit chance on it. So maybe we could just switch that out for this. We didn't gain any other weapons. And then we've got footwear choices. Let's get that armor out of the way. Actually, lots of potential armor choices. 3 footwear choices. So our current footwear is pretty great. Attack speed 31%. Wow. And 31% evasion. I think I still prefer the crit damage chance to be high. What about these shoes? Bit more evasion, a bit less chance. We like the chance. Bit less chance, bit more damage. 30% evasion. We're starting to run into stamina trouble, so I'm kind of not so sure about that. Then here we've got armor. What's our current? Our current stuff does increase the chance by 11%. I think that again is that's what I'm really focusing on this build. So I think we don't take any of that. Luckily, these vampires have provided us with places to heal. That kit didn't really look up to it. I think I just missed something up there. I hope it wasn't anything important. Maybe it was a new bit of kit that I'd found. So yeah, it didn't really get any particularly big upgrades. I mean, this is a big damage increase, I suppose. So maybe that'll be enough to pull me through. Because the more damage I do, the more I heal with vampirism. Still no oblivions, so we can't rearrange our hand. Actually, we didn't used to be able to. Maybe we can now. Let's just quickly check that. No. Oh, we do have an oblivion now. So what would we actually do with it? I think we need more healing, if anything. So we could try and maybe squeeze a crystal in somewhere where it's going to buff. Buff some meadows. What we could do is we could extend the river so that it buffs some meadows. Oh, but we could bring the river in here. I think that's right. So there's a river there. Let's bring the river there so we can surround that meadow. See, it feels like a very small adjustment. Small and possibly pointless adjustment. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's why we're persevering. It's for these rare resources. And I'm pretty sure there's not worth checking them. And we've got loads of these Orb of Afterlives. Okay, using potions. We do have another Oblivion. We could make another small alteration. I wonder if there's any interaction between setting loads of trees on fire and those guys becoming stronger. Any kind of a wizard should know better kind of interaction. Okay. Oh, it's a mimic. So yeah, we've got our Oblivion. I mean, does seem like a very minor adjustment to make. Wow, it's also quick. But yeah, we are a dwindling force. Ghost of a ghost, hello. But yeah, finding the burning tree, the burning forest is just that's the highlight for me of this particular run. This run that has spanned a couple of videos. Okay, that's a battlefield. Always keen to have more battlefields, but no Oblivion. Let's go with it, and I'm pretty sure this is all old. And yeah, I think our death approaches. No Oblivion in sight. And where am I? I'm just here. Very unlikely to get here. So yeah, I think we're just going to go down fighting. And effectively we'll be trading skulls for more of this Orb of Crafts, more of these Orb of Evolutions. And I'm up for that. Oh, there I go. Okay, I am going to take everything. That's a lot of stuff to not have. So I'm going to take all, and I'm going to retreat. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me. I've been Peasant. This has been Loop Hero, and I'll catch you next time. I'll catch you in the next loop. Was that it? Anyway, cheers and see ya.